with Terry Bogard coming out September 24th, the day of this recording, he came with a slight balance patch. Not every character did get touched, and majority of characters got very little touches. Some characters got buffs, some characters got nerfed, thingy. But today we are only looking at Ed, right? Ed is the character that I play, so of course that's mostly the character that I'm going to be looking at the patch notes. So of course, if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button, comment down below, and leave a like. We'll do a little side-by-side comparison. But here we go. Ed, what this is basically saying up here, right, is that they made some of his adjustments to maintain his strengths and his, you know, the way you're using Ed isn't necessarily going to change. It's more quality of life changes, a couple of very good changes. The only nerf that Ed did get was that his level 2 now has a fix at 80% until the combo ends. A lot of people are like, dude, Ed got nerfed, Ed got nerfed. Rashid has 0% on his level 2, and, you know, Ed still keeps 80. Chun-Li got a little bit nerfed for level 2, right? But if you really like Ed, please hit the subscribe button, comment down below if you like, as I show you some of these changes. Really helps out the channel, you know, really helps me out. I like watching, you know, hey man, I like watching the number go up. So first things first, standing heavy kick from 3 to 4. So we make him block. We make a little Terry Bogard here block, as you see, +4, which is pretty nice. The one downside of standing heavy kick, as everybody knows by now, is that it will completely whip on crouchers, which is very bad. There is a way to make it hit on crouchers. It's very like awkward. Like if they're stand blocking, or like if you make block switch active, like they can get hit there, which is very bad, which is fine. But like if they're crouching and then you do land like the heavy punch, that doesn't combo. So it's like only really like a block string, which is still good, right? I mean, that's what they're changing. They're not changing the on hit, they're changing the on block. So it makes his jumping heavy punch a little bit better. And there's also a way to like make it whiff, even if they're like crouching or some like weird stuff. Sometimes like it's very weird. Sometimes when you do like the jumping heavy punch into the standing heavy kick, even if they block it, the standing heavy kick will whiff, and it's a very case-by-case basis. But that's besides the point. The good point besides all this is the fact that now, if you do land a standing heavy kick, is +4 then +3, meaning that standing medium punch will always beat them if they mash, right? The only thing that Terry can do here after I do this, because we're out of throw range, right? The only thing Terry can do is use a DP reversal or use a super reversal, right? So that's very good, because if you look at the drive gauge chip, here, let's get his drive gauge back. You look at the drive gauge chip, heavy kick, bank, boom, right? That's an entire bar gone. That's an entire bar gone. And the part of standing medium punch being -1 means this. If you make DI, a lot of as moves you can drive impact. So if I do like medium kick into this, punish counter. But standing medium punch being -1, that's a true block, right? And then I can punish. Same with like standing heavy punch. So if I do this, I can react if you do DI. Or if you do nothing, right, then I just do that. And then on -6, sure, but you know, depending on like the range and stuff, you can do it. Or, you know, you can always go for like that to be like -5, right? So, you know, some stuff is unsafe. It all depends, right? It all depends, you know. It all depends if your opponent's ready to punish you for -6. It's not, you know, you did take a little bit of the drive gauge, but they might be getting a punish counter on you. So, you know, always be a little bit careful. So that's very nice, right? Especially if, you know, you get a throw in the corner, right? You land one of these, land one of those, bing, boom, and then, you know, you're -6 from this range, and not many 6-frame moves go this far. Maybe Terry does. Terry seems to have a very good crouching medium punch. Let's give it a little bit of delay. Right, let's give it like a little bit of delay. I won't move, right? I won't move. So, right, we'll pull this in. Bing, 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 bing. Yeah, see, so even Terry's crouching medium punch is not going to hit. So you're left in a very good advantage. The other change that they did was kind of weird. They made it to where his light blitz. Right, let's go back to the notes real quick. Oh, yeah. So jumping heavy punch, 4 to 5 frames. We'll talk about that when we talk about jumping heavy kick. His light blitz has more pushback in the corner, and his light flicker now has 1 more frame of punish counter window. So we'll talk about the light blitz and the light flicker before we start talking about the jump in. So light blitz has a little bit more pushback, but as you see, you know, you're still on top of them. Even if you land like This Terry has a very good like light kick, right? Terry has like a very good light kick. Let me make this 0 just for the sake of the video, right? Right, punish counter, punish counter, punish counter, punish counter. If that doesn't hit, punish counter. Like I don't know what the fuck they were. I don't know what they were thinking. It's a very unless I'm reading it wrong. Added pushback on block for Ed when the attack is blocked near the corner. I don't know what they were cooking up. I don't know what they were cooking up with that one. This one though is very nice. This one is actually very nice. So we make it punch counter. As many of you know, land a punch counter with Ed. They do the little tumble state. Normally, a combo you can do is this. Very good combo. But if you're a little bit closer with that one extra frame, it's a little bit easier to land the heavy punch version, which does do more damage. Now, it's not guaranteed to land the heavy punch. Like if you get like a full screen one like this, like they will whiff. That's where like the medium kick comes in handy because it always picks them up. You know, if you hit the light flicker, you're always in range for the medium kick, which is very nice. So that's a good change, right? That's a good change. And it's only off of the light though, which is weird. Like this one's the same. I don't really like know why. I don't know why, but they only changed the light one. But if you're close enough, you'll land the medium and the light with the heavy punch. Very good. The next one is very spicy. So we'll talk about this one. This one's whatever. This one is actually more spicy than I thought. Because now what this allows is if the opponent's jumping, if Ed reads your jump, he gets a free combo, right? Assuming he wants to spend one dry bar. Or, right, he can just DP you. Or, right, he can snatcher you into a level 2 combo if he feel like it's definitely like more of like a hard read than anything. But it's very nice to like have this. I mean, you can also like just go buck wild with it. You can go like that, like that, like that, you know. And then now you got corner control. You can do, you know, a big, you know, into a level 3. Like there's a lot of options now with the air to air, which is very nice. But once again, like you have to be like below them and then hit it. But it's cool. I think it's very cool. The reason is that if you make Terry stop jumping, a very common combo you might see in the corner is, you know, light snatcher, DP, that heavy blitz into level 3, right? Very common combo, right? Very common combo. For a good amount of damage, right? 4380. But if you land it, you can actually jump with Ed and land the level 3, right? The last one was 4380. But now that you land the snatcher, what you can do is this, which is more damage. It's more damage, which is interesting. Like that's very cool. You know, I mean, there's also, you know, this combo where you can land this into level 3. And I found out if you just land and do this, you can once again do the level 3, but this actually does less damage. Okay, let me like stop messing it up. Okay, I'm messing it up. I'm sorry. I'm nervous. You guys are just so pretty. Oh, I don't have any meter. I'm stupid. I don't have my meter to refill, right? Trouble, right? So this combo does less damage, which is kind of not the best, right? Level 1 does drop, unfortunately. There's not many use cases using this, except if you're going to cancel the level 3, because all the blitz, like all your moves whip except level 3. So overall, I mean, still a very cool, like, it just, you know, if you think they're going to jump, right, bada bing, bada boop, and then you can do whatever the hell you want. It opens up Ed's combo routes in a way that makes me happy, right? It makes me bang, burn myself out for no fucking reason. Bada bing, bada boop. Right, boop. I messed up the combo. I was too close to the corner. But yeah, very sick. Now, the last thing I do want to talk about is, of course, the level 2 nerf. And I am so happy with what they did. Right? I think this is the best case scenario if you play Ed. The level 2 being fixed at 80% is very nice. Because if you see, can I get a first try? Am I that good? I'm bad at the game. If you see, let me, got it now. Bang, bang, bang. 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 Right. As you see, I still gain roughly, what is this, like 50% of a drive gauge, right? And they lost a lot of HP. So this is still nice because even if I do like a nice jumping heavy punch, bada bing, bada boop, bada bing, bada bop, bada boop, bada boop, and then I end it with level 1, if I don't drop the perfect kill rush there, he's still dead, right? I still gain meter. But the most important part that I think a lot of people aren't really realizing, or maybe they're not, like maybe downplaying a little bit, is that look at my drive gauge, right? Sure, I gain less meter. I still have they didn't nerf the drive gauge gain, right? They could have did that because you still gain meter, but now you don't gain drive gauge, right? They did that with Guile. Guile's Sonic Booms now give him less drive gauge. Ed, that did not get touched. That did not get touched, and I'm very happy that did not get touched. So it's pretty sick, right? Pretty sick that we still got to keep this. You know, as they said in the comments here, which I really do enjoy, made adjustments to Ed's cycle combo. Consider that the attack didn't have many different cases of the Super 2, right? So what they're saying is like, there's only one way to use the Super 2 efficiently, and that's the desync combo. We didn't add scaling to how much meter could gain, but the combo ability, even for how difficult it is for users to be added scaling to the meter gain. These sentences like don't work, but the cool part is that they're talking about how Ed's level 2 is hard to use. Like there's a skill gap. So if they were to nerf the meter gain, it would affect the lower Ed players, right? The Ed players who just do this, who just go for this simple combo of DP into this, right? Even this little meter that those Ed players are getting would have just been none, which would have been bad. You know, they're not using the desync. If you use the desync, you gain like twice as much. So I think overall, these changes are great if you play Ed. Very like it. Very, very much like it. And the one I forgot to talk about is the heavy punch. I feel like the heavy punch, the one frame, you feel it. Like you really feel it. Like if you slow this down, can I slow this down? If you slow it down, Ed's not even touching the guy, right? Ed's not even touching him. Oh, it's so tough to play in 50% speed. Like he's not even touching you. It's just active. So it's really active. It's a really good button. Very exciting. Let's see if I can like. Okay, maybe I didn't do it there, but yeah. So very good. All these changes are very well warranted. The character will feel better. The character will feel a lot better. It's pretty sick, right? New block strings. You know, slightly new combos. So, I mean, I love that. I love that. Of course, if you like the video, please hit the subscribe button, comment down below, leave a like. It really helps on the video. Once again, shout out all my Ed mains out there. And I'll see y'all again next time. See ya!